Every culture on earth has a witch, the wicked stepmother, the old woman in the woods, the crone who knows things she should not know and wants things she has no right to want. Every culture has one, but only one culture created Baba Yaga. And once you understand what Baba Yaga actually is, not the sanitized version, not the fairy tale version, not the version that was made safe enough for children, you will understand why every other witch in every other culture feels like a pale imitation of something far older and far darker that came before them. Baba Yaga is not a character. She is not a villain in a story. She is a force, something that existed in Slavic belief long before stories had heroes or happy endings, something that the people who first described her were not trying to entertain their children with. They were trying to warn them. The name itself is ancient. Baba means old woman or grandmother in Slavic languages. Yaga has no clean modern translation. Linguists have traced it to roots meaning horror, illness, wicked, or rage, depending on the dialect and the century. Some researchers connect it to an old Slavic word for snake. Others, to a Proto-Indo-European word meaning to speak in a sacred or terrible way. Nobody agrees on the translation. They agree on what she is. She lives in a hut in the deepest part of the forest. This detail appears in every account across every Slavic culture that documented her. Russian, Polish, Ukrainian, Bulgarian, Serbian. The hut stands on chicken legs. It rotates. It has no windows facing the outside world. The fence around it is made of human bones with skulls mounted on the posts. The eye sockets of the skulls glow at night. This is not decoration. This is description. Baba Yaga herself is ancient beyond any measurement. She is never described as having been born or as having a beginning. She simply is. She has always been. Her age is not a number, it is a condition. She has been in that forest since before the forest had a name. Her appearance is consistent across centuries of separate accounts. She is impossibly thin, so thin that her bones are visible through her skin, earning her the epithet Baba Yaga bony legs in Russian folklore. Her nose is so long it touches the ceiling of her hut when she sleeps. Her iron teeth can bite through anything. She moves through the forest in a mortar, steering with a pestle, sweeping away her tracks with a broom made of silver birch. She smells the living before she sees them. This detail appears in account after account. When a mortal enters her territory, she announces it immediately. I smell the Russian spirit. In Polish accounts, the phrase is different, but the meaning is identical. She can detect the presence of the living the way a predator detects prey. The smell of living flesh is to her what the smell of blood is to something that is not eaten. Because Baba Yaga eats people. This is not a metaphor. The oldest accounts are explicit. She lures travelers. She captures children. She puts them in her oven. She has a special oven, oversized, built for a specific purpose, and the oldest folklore around her describes it in detail that leaves no room for comfortable interpretation. But here is what makes Baba Yaga different from every other monster in every other folklore. She is not simply evil. She is something far more unsettling than evil. She is a threshold. In Slavic mythology, Baba Yaga sits at the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Her hut faces away from the living world deliberately. The door faces the land of the dead. When heroes in Slavic folklore need to enter the realm of death, to retrieve something, to find someone, to gain knowledge that cannot be found among the living, they have to go through Baba Yaga first. And she tests them. Every account of a successful encounter with Baba Yaga follows the same structure. The hero arrives, she feeds them. She gives them a bath and a bed, because in Slavic tradition, you do not help someone before feeding them. Then she asks one question: what brings you here? The answer determines everything. If the hero answers correctly, shows courage, shows respect, shows that they understand the rules of the world they have entered. Baba Yaga helps them. She gives information, she gives magical gifts, she points the way forward. If they answer incorrectly, show fear, show greed, show disrespect, she puts them in the oven. This is not random cruelty, this is judgment. Baba Yaga is older than the gods in Slavic mythology. She predates the organized pantheon. She predates the stories that were written down. Scholars who study the oldest layers of Slavic religious belief believe she was not originally a witch at all. She was a goddess, a death goddess, a guardian of the boundary between worlds, a keeper of the knowledge that only the dead possess. The reason she is associated with the forest is that in ancient Slavic belief, the deep forest was the realm of the dead, the place you went after life ended and before whatever came next began. She was not evil, she was necessary. And somewhere in the thousands of years between that original belief and the fairy tales that eventually replaced it, the goddess became a monster. The guardian became a predator. The keeper of sacred knowledge became a witch who eats children. But the oldest layer is still there. Underneath every story, underneath every warning whispered to children about the woman in the deep forest, something that was never meant to be a villain, something that was meant to be respected, something that is still sitting in that hut in the darkest part of the forest right now, turning slowly on its chicken legs, waiting for whoever is brave enough or desperate enough or foolish enough to knock on the door that faces the land of the dead and ask for what they need.